Thank you very much for being with us, Mr. Bellemare. I'm just wondering, now you've been in a job for about a year, and I guess the question on everyone's mind is how much closer are you since the time you began this job to actually getting to the truth?
Well, we're moving forward. Of course, I cannot provide particulars as to where the investigation is. And as I've said to the Security Council, at the end of the day, I mean, you have to trust the person you've hired to do the job. I'm still confident that we will get to the bottom of this. I'm not making any promises to anyone, either in terms of result or in terms of timing. The only thing that I can say is that we're giving it our best shot and that we're not losing time. We're moving as quickly as we can. But of course, it takes time. This is a huge investigation. Expectations are high, but everybody knows that even on March 1, when the tribunal opens, doesn't mean that indictments will be flying out the window. It means that we continue the investigation, and we will continue it until such a time that I'm satisfied that I can make a case beyond a reasonable doubt. There won't be any indictment of convenience. So it will take the time it will take.
But the killers are still out there. Do you think you will get them?
Well, if I was not hopeful, I would not be here. I would go back to retirement.
A couple of years before you came here is when all of this started, when Hariri was killed along that road. One of the most interesting things, I guess, to journalists and a whole bunch of other people, obviously, is the fact that the site was not secured. It was not covered for 3 weeks. Things were carted away that very day and the day afterwards. What does that all indicate to you as the commissioner of this investigation?
Well, one of the things that we've been doing, especially in looking at new cases that have been added to our inventory, because as you know, after the Hariri cases, there's a number of other cases that have been added to our mandate. The key words is for us to provide technical assistance to the Lebanese authorities. And technical assistance includes helping them build capacity. So in building capacity, one of the first things that you have to do, for example, is to protect the crime scene. To bring here some of the investigative techniques that are used elsewhere to improve the quality of investigation and to assist. And that's basically what we're trying to do. Initially,
before the commission even existed, people said the fact that this crime scene was open for 3 weeks and that things were taken away, that this indicated that someone was trying to hide something.
Well, it's difficult for me to comment on things that have happened several years before I got here. It's not surprising that some people would try to cover up their tracks. Of course, the criminals want to cover their tracks. But we're after them, and very aggressively.
At the time when it happened, it was actually, the witnesses around the scene said that it was actually Lebanese and security officials who remove some of the things that they were not supposed to remove from the site. People say because Syria was involved at the time and it was politically involved here and had quite a say in the security environment here, that it could not have happened without Syrian knowledge. What do you say to that?
People say a lot of things. The only thing that I go by are the facts. And basically this is what we're pursuing, facts. Everybody has a view as to what has happened. I don't care about that. I care about the facts and only the facts.
But your predecessor, Detlef Melis, in his very first report, pointed the finger at both Lebanese and Syrian officials. Why have you not echoed that?
What has happened before my time is something that I won't comment on. What I'm willing to comment on is basically what has happened since I took office. And the way I looked at it is basically, again, to review where the investigation was and to make the adjustment that I thought were necessary to move forward efficiently.
For Lebanese who have high expectations out of this commission, a large number of them believed that the Syrians were involved, and when they heard that from Melis, they felt vindicated. Now they're not so sure about where the commission is going. How do you gain back their trust?
Well, the trust of the people has to be based on credibility and on professionalism. And what they should know is that we do everything in our power to get at the truth. We won't let any piece of evidence left unchecked. And I know that it's frustrating in the sense that it doesn't go as fast as people would like to. But my main concern is to find the evidence in a way that is legal and in a way that is legally admissible before the court of law. So these are my two main thresholds.